Lab Addicts Music Group. Lab Addicts Music Group. Lab Addicts Music Group. Lab Addicts Music Group. Lab Addicts Music Group.
What's goody? What's goody? What's good? It's your boy Maas. It's Thursday. Hope everybody had a good Thursday. Hope everybody had a chance. If you're in the 60% of the United States that's going to get hit by Snowmaggedon 2, hope you had a chance to get to the grocery store. But before we go any further, we got to give thanks to the Most High for allowing us to see another day, another sunrise,
Lab
another
Addicts
sunset,
Music Group.
and another day, another chance for us to love on the people who we cherish. Now, with that out of the way, in less than 24 hours, a storm is going to hit this country that doesn't care about politics, doesn't care about the orange man, doesn't care about the economy, doesn't care about employment, but it's coming. And I'm calling it Snowmageddon 2. Snowmageddon 2. And I'm calling that because from everything that I've heard from the weatherman that I watch on YouTube, this snowstorm is going to be something different. here in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, they are saying that we are going to get, they're saying at least 12 inches of snow. We're supposed to get 6 inches of snow on Saturday and 6 more inches on Sunday. Some parts of the country are going to get up to 2 to 3 inches of ice. And because of this, they're saying that people's electricity is going to be off. Because 2 inches of ice, there's going to be a lot of downed power lines because of the weight of the ice. And if there's 2 inches of ice, the electric company, their trucks, their workers probably won't be able to get to all of those lines, especially if it's still icing. But are you preparing yourself to possibly have to be in the house for a few days with no way to get out, no way to get to the store? Are you ready? I know some people that have plans, that had plans to go to Atlanta this weekend, and I told them, like, nah, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. They didn't listen to me. They said, we got outfits, we got plans, we got this, we got that. We're going. Now, Atlanta, they're calling for 2 inches of ice, but they're also saying that Atlanta may not get hit as bad. But the thing about it is, even if you get to Atlanta before the snowstorm, you're going to have to come back through all of that mess in upper Georgia, northern Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and then Ohio. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to take the chance to be stuck on the interstate? Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Instagram. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Twitch. And most definitely shouts out to everybody that's watching right here on YouTube. But yeah, this storm it's not something to joke about. And it's not even if we are ready for the snowstorm. Are the salt trucks ready? Are the emergency electrical crews ready? Are the police ready? Is the power grid ready? Because there are some people that are saying that the power grid may go out because of so many people running their heaters, space heaters, AC systems, air conditioning heat systems, electricity. Will the power grid overheat and blow? That would be catastrophic. if the power grid went down. You know you're going to have issues with the internet and with the phone service, with everybody being in the house. I'm ready. I got plenty of. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to get some water tomorrow. I'm going to get some bread. But other than that, I have everything that I need. I have food. I'm just hoping that my electricity doesn't go out. I'm hoping, I can deal with snow, but it's ice. I don't even really want to deal with the snow. And I'll be honest, I'm going to park my car in a parking garage because I don't want to dig my car out. I'll walk a couple of blocks in the snow to have a clean car, not have to dig it out the snow. I will do that. Lots of companies, if there's work that they're having to perform on Monday, lots of companies are canceling those work orders and rescheduling them. Trucks are not picking up loads where they have to drive through Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, anywhere in the Midwestern plains, going from Colorado all the way over to South Carolina, North Carolina. The section, and there's a meteorologist that I watch on YouTube, and to me, he's better than anybody that's on TV. And I'm going to play his most up to date forecast so that you all can, see what area that you live in and the probabilities of how much snow and how much ice you're going to get. I know lots of people are saying, I don't know. It's probably not going to hit. I don't know. But there's a guy that I watch, and his name is Max. And to me, he is one of the better meteorologists out there. And maybe it's because he can go on every couple of hours and give updates, and he doesn't use the same models that a lot of the TV news personnel use. But for whatever the case, I've been watching him for about the last 2 or 3 months. And he's on point. I'm not sure what he's talking about. He's live right now, and I'm not even sure if I can share his page when it's live, because it's like I'm, not trying to pull people from his page. But I'm not going to put his live on, but I'm going to play the last update video that he had before he went live. And he has one from 7 hours ago. And I can play that because it's not live. But hold on for 1 second. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to stop it from time to time and just cut in with some talking points and things of that nature. But have you prepared yourself? If you wait to go to the store on Saturday morning, there's probably not going to be anything there. Probably need to go to the grocery store tonight. Or at 6 o'clock in the morning when the grocery store first opens, so you can probably get out quicker. That's usually when I do my shopping, 6 o'clock in the morning. As soon as the grocery store is open, I'm there. So I can get in, look at everything before it's been picked over, and get out quickly. Not sure how quickly you'll be able to get out this evening, and probably not even in the morning, because I have noticed that lots of people are beginning to go to the grocery store very, very early in the morning. But I'm going to share Max Velocity. Shouts out to Max. But I have been just keeping up to date with what he's been saying. And for everyone out there that, I mean, you have to have been under a rock if you don't know about what's going on. But here you go.
This winter storm just took a huge turn. With less than 24 hours until the United States is slammed with a record-breaking snow and crippling ice storm, there has been a dramatic change in the forecast that you don't want to miss. This will be the most severe winter storm to impact the southern United States since 2021, with a dangerous combination of heavy snow and significant freezing rain lasting for an unprecedented amount of time from Texas to the East Coast. However, as this storm moved over land, new data led to a rapid change in the models, dramatically altering where the most dangerous ice accumulations and what parts of the country may instead see historic snowfall. Temperatures could plunge to 30 degrees below zero Friday and Saturday, with wind chills approaching 60 degrees below zero. This brutal cold will eventually spread into the southern United States, meaning freezing rain and snow will stick around longer, extending major impacts. So in today's forecast, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to know about the big changes that have happened with this winter storm over the last 24 hours. And the good
Less than 24 hours. The snow and the rain has already started out in Nevada. Tomorrow is supposed to make its way through Texas and into Oklahoma. So this isn't a case where, they say it's going to snow, it's not going to snow. No, it's going to snow crazy. And I'm not sure how long this show is going to go, because I had a great day today. Well, my company had a great day today. As many of you know, I do government contracting. And the thing about government contracting is you submit responses and you submit bids, and it may be a couple months before you hear. But I was fortunate enough. I came home from being out working, and I had an email that said that I had won, well, basically asking me if my quote for services was still good.
So basically, essentially, I have won the contract. So I have contacted my subcontractor that's going to be performing work. And I'm just waiting for them to reply and say, yes, the quote is still good. So I'm on a natural high right now, and there's things that I need to do. So if I seem like I'm kind of somewhere else, it's because my mind is somewhere else. I'm real happy because I won another. And the thing about this one is I submitted. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? I submitted my response and my quote, my bid. I submitted this back in August the 12th to be exact. And this work was supposed to be performed in September. But with the government shutdown and everything that was going on, I guess it got pushed back until the new year. And your boy is happy. So this is another win for the good guy. The thing about it is I have been looking the government contracts up to see if they've been awarded, and none of the ones that I submitted to have been awarded. So there's a possibility that I have 10 more contracts that I bid on. So 1 for 1 right now, 10 more to go. I haven't been notified that any of them that I didn't win. So it's 10 more chances to get another win. But yeah, I got notified this evening. So there's some things that I need to do. I need to prepare for tomorrow. So yeah, I'm on a natural high right now. So I'm on a natural high, but yeah, we still got this big snowstorm that will be here, will be coming across America tomorrow. And I'm just asking, is everyone prepared? Because this isn't something to play with. Do you have all your batteries? If you have a generator, do you have your kerosene? Do you have is everything charged up? Because in the event that electricity goes off, they have said there are reports that some people's electricity could be off for upwards of 2 weeks if the electricity goes off. And that's just because of the amount of ice that there will be. And if the ice comes in 2 to 3 inches of ice, there's going to be many down power lines. So be prepared. Be prepared. The thing about this snowstorm is it's going to be slow moving. It's like it's going to sit. It's going to get over your area and it's going to sit. It's going to move very slow. It's just going to dump snow. I think we were issued a winter weather warning yesterday for Saturday, but it's been changed. And what's crazy is it wasn't even really supposed to be cold until Saturday, but the forecast changed and now we will be 20 degrees colder tomorrow than it was today. So I think the high tomorrow is supposed to be like 11 or 12 here in Cincinnati, North Kentucky area. 12 degrees is going to be the high. So it may be a case that precipitation, ice, snow starts tomorrow. We don't know, but we do know where it gets. And I wanted to talk about this because everyone needs to be prepared. You need to go to the grocery store. You need to get your water. You need to get your bread. You need to get whatever food items you need before Saturday. It would behoove you to go tonight or early in the morning tomorrow. That would probably be the best thing for you to do to ensure that you get whatever items it is that you want. Pontoon Jody, I'm always behaved. I'm never bad. I'm never bad, Jody. But this isn't an isolated area. This is a national event because they are saying that over 60% of the United States will be under a winter weather warning, not an advisory, a warning. Now, we all know about the warnings. When they give you the warning, that means that it's 100% certain that whatever potential weather calamity that they have forecasted, you're going to get. So, lots of the land will be covered with up to 12 to 15 inches of snow. Some places up to 36 inches of snow. But I would say that's probably more north, more east coast. But they're saying Kentucky, it's going to get anywhere between 6 and 15 inches. Same thing for Cincinnati area here in Ohio, northern Kentucky. But the snow isn't the worst part about it. You going to Alabama, Pontoon Jody? When are you leaving? Are you driving? If you're driving, Jody, you need to be on the road in the morning early. You need to be on the road at 6 o'clock in the morning, Jody. Because Alabama is getting hit by the storm. Back to the storm. Back to the forecast. Jody, you're going to Alabama. We're going to most definitely look up Alabama because if you need to get on the road, Jody.
News is that we finally know what this winter storm is going to do in the United States over the next few days, who's going to see significant icing, who's going to see significant snow, and all of the other stuff in between. So let's talk more about it. We're going to begin with our future radar. This is what it's going to look like by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. We aren't going to have a whole lot of ongoing activity. There will be a little bit of light cold rain back over in Texas and southern Oklahoma, and then the beginning of our winter weather activities back over in the Texas and Oklahoma panhandle. That's going to be some light freezing rain. By lunchtime is when activity will really start to pick up. We are going to have a risk of light freezing drizzle and freezing rain stretching across areas like Oklahoma City and Tulsa. So this is the beginning of when you want to be off the roadways in Oklahoma. Back over in Kansas, we'll have some light freezing rain and snow mixing, so just be ready for that in far western and central parts of Oklahoma near Dodge City. And then
talking about people in Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, you need to have done all your shopping and everything that you need to have done. You should have done it by now, because if it's not raining and snowing there already, it's coming very, very soon. Wait, Kimberly, you coming home for a cruise? Kimberly, when are you leaving to go to your cruise if you're coming back you're coming back to this on Sunday?
Eventually by 3 to 4 o'clock, activity really starts to pick up in north central Texas and the Texas Panhandle. That's where heavier freezing rain is going to become a concern near Lubbock and Amarillo. Moderate to heavy snow will be ongoing in parts of Kansas and also back over into New Mexico. But this winter storm is going to get a lot messier by late Friday night and Saturday. And Saturday is really going to be the day where this thing explodes into a massive winter storm. Even more massive than the low taper fade meme. Now, as we go into late Friday night and early Saturday, that is when this winter storm will explode in intensity.
Look at this,
y'all. We
have
moderate to heavy freezing rain stretching from Lubbock, Texas, back into central and southern Arkansas, and this is where ice storm conditions.
Wow. You left January the 11th? That's a nice cruise. That is a nice cruise. Hold on, I'm not sure what's going on. Hold on, we're not showing though. Hold on. Okay. What's going on, Jug? Jug, are you prepared? You prepared, man? You in Atlanta, so y'all are getting ice. Y'all are getting ice.
Back over towards Dallas-Fort Worth, and we will have a band of heavy snow stretching from the Texas Panhandle back into northern Arkansas. So the mountain region there of northern Arkansas is going to be impacted by this, including Fayetteville, Mountain Home, and then back towards Tulsa, Oklahoma. Even Oklahoma City will be transitioning into snow by late tomorrow night. As we get closer to the morning hours, so right as we go into sunrise on Saturday, that heavy band of snow is going to shift its way over into Kentucky and Tennessee, just to the north of Memphis. This will be impacting areas, especially in southern Missouri, just south of St. Louis, where moderate.
To all my people in Memphis, Saturday morning, y'all need to be done shopping tomorrow too. Real early. To my people, to all my family, all my friends that live in Memphis. Yeah. You all should have been at the grocery store tonight as well. If you haven't, get there early tomorrow. Gonna need to do it. Back to Kimberly. Wow. 14-day cruise. Where did you go, Kimberly? Where did you go to? A 14-day cruise. That's epic. That's an epic cruise. 14 days. I know you probably did about 10 or 15 cities.
Heavy snow will continue. Sleet is going to be right in the middle of that. So that's going to stretch from southern Oklahoma back to.
Yeah, it's ugly that you coming back from vacation, a cruise, a 14-day cruise. You coming back to this. On Sunday, you coming back in the Brenna. Ooh, wait.
Towards Memphis, and then heavy freezing rain is going to be ongoing just outside of Dallas-Fort Worth, towards northern Mississippi near Tupelo, and also towards Huntsville in Alabama. Now, as we go later into Saturday morning,
Jody, you need to be on the road early in the morning, Jody. It said Huntsville. I'm not sure what part of Alabama you're going to, but yeah, Jody, get on the road. Get safe. Let us know that you made it. Are you doing your show Friday night?
we're going to start to see a lot more moisture coming out of the Pacific and also out of the Gulf, and this is going to create a lot more problems on Saturday. Saturday morning, it might kind of look like this winter storm is just this and it's done. Well, no, we actually have all this moisture right here that's going to reinforce our winter system, and it's going to be even larger by Saturday afternoon and evening. So look at this. As we go into Saturday afternoon and evening, we're going to have a very intense band of snow, freezing rain, and sleet moving its way across Tennessee and Kentucky, and then eventually by Saturday night, we have a...
Whoa. This is all blue, and I guess this is the 6 inches of snow that we're supposed to get in Louisville, Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. I guess this is the 6 inches of snow. Gosh, look at this coming behind. Woo-wee.
New band of freezing rain and snow that's going to form across almost all of Arkansas, almost all of North Texas, and also across West Texas. Almost all of that freezing rain will be moderate or heavy, which means ice accumulation will rapidly happen. You need to be preparing now for power outages that could last days in some of these areas, as we are expecting over 1/4 inch of ice accumulation from Dallas-Fort Worth towards Little Rock, and then a very significant ice storm is expected in northern Mississippi, near Memphis, Tennessee, and also southeastern Arkansas, where ice storm warnings have already been issued. And that is an area that we could have some spots over 1 inch of ice accumulation. That is catastrophic. We are talking about very...
Well, it won't be no Grand Turks. It won't be no Grand Turk, Aruba. It won't be none of that weather when you come back Sunday, Kimberly.
Significant impacts in those areas that could really significantly damage trees, power lines, and there is a possibility that power outages will last days, if not even possibly over a week there in parts of Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas.
That's what I was talking about, you all. That's what I was talking about. They're saying that if the electricity goes off in your area, that it could be off for a week. A week. That's a long time. It's a long time.
As we go into the late evening on Saturday and into the overnight hours, this winter storm is going to be huge. We'll have freezing rain with a cold air damming setup happening back over in Georgia, upstate South Carolina, and nearly all of North Carolina. Our first snow will begin back over in Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and Delaware. And then another huge band of snow is going to stretch from New Mexico back into Illinois. This will be round 2 of our heavy snowfall. And then freezing rain again stretching across a huge area. This is going to be one of the most dangerous winter storms that we have seen in a long time here in the United United States. As we go into Sunday morning, so when you wake up on Sunday, we are still going to have heavy bands of freezing rain ongoing in parts of North Texas, central and southern Arkansas, including Little Rock, back over towards western and very extreme northwestern Mississippi and Memphis. Back over in Nashville, we're going to be on the fringe of a freezing rain / ice storm event. I do think freezing rain is going to be the dominant concern for the Nashville area. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that the models have been shifting over the last 24 hours. We've talked about this in our previous video, and they have shifted again. A lot of models are bringing stuff again a little bit further south, and obviously the smallest change to the south is going to make a major difference.
Hey, would you like your very own
Look at that, you all. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sunday is one. It looks like it's going to snow heavy all day Sunday. It looks like it's going to snow heavy all day Sunday. This is going to be ridiculous, you. I hope everyone has prepared.
Areas like Atlanta, Georgia, Huntsville, and even parts of Mississippi and even Tennessee seeing an ice storm. So I just want to point out that if you're back over in Nashville, the ice storm risk is starting to increase again. If you're in the Atlanta area, I do think ice is likely. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but I would definitely be preparing for ice. It is starting to trend back towards it being at least some sort of ice event. It might not be a widespread ice storm, but at least some ice accumulation is on the table there. That is a very key note that I want to point out here. And then as we go into the overnight hours Saturday into early Sunday morning, freezing rain will continue in North Texas, almost all across Arkansas, and back into western Tennessee. We could have.
Look at Kentucky and Tennessee and Ohio. It's all purple and red and blue. Freezing rain is purple. Sleet is red and snow is blue. All three of them.
A warm slot that goes all the way up into Atlanta, even near Nashville, but that does not mean ice accumulation is not going to happen here. And even if the ice were to melt on Sunday morning in these areas, it will refreeze once our Arctic blast kicks into gear here in the Tennessee Valley and down into the Dixie Alley. Heavy snow is going to continue from New Jersey back into Oklahoma. We will have a transition into snow if you are in Wichita Falls, Texas, if you are in Oklahoma City, even Dallas-Fort Worth could see some snow Sunday morning. And then a very significant freezing rain event will continue along the Mississippi River around Memphis, and that is, I think Memphis is honestly going to be the worst impacted by this ice storm. And then throughout the day on Sunday, we are going to have a significant winter storm impacting nearly the entire Midwest and the Ohio Valley, and then back into the Northeast. We will have the possibility of snowfall rates up to 2 to even 3 inches per hour in parts of Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and back towards Long Island. Freezing rain will continue in Virginia, almost all
3 inches an hour. Yeah, my car will be in the parking garage probably tomorrow. At the latest, my car will be in the parking garage Saturday afternoon. Yeah, I won't be digging my car out. It'll be in the parking garage.
All of West Virginia, and then back into parts of Maryland during the late afternoon and early evening on Sunday, and then snow will continue as well across most areas in Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, even by Sunday night. As we go later into Sunday night and into the overnight hours, snow will continue across most of New England. Some light freezing rain is possible in Long Island, even towards Virginia Beach, and also into parts of central New Jersey. And then as we go into Monday, light snow will continue across the Northeast, and then we'll be done with this winter storm by Tuesday, and then eventually by the middle and end of next week, yes, there could be another winter system across parts of the southern plains and the southeast. This is entirely possible, by the way. I'm not just showing you this because it's 200 hours out, but we are going to have so much Arctic air spilling down towards the Gulf Coast. We could be talking about another winter storm by the middle and end of next week, so this madness is not going to end anytime soon. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel because things are about to get very crazy. I also want to point out this is the European model, and it has been shifting back to the south again, and it does show ice and also, again, freezing rain being in areas like Atlanta, Georgia, Sunday morning. So that is why I'm telling you guys, if you are in the Atlanta area, if you are in upstate South Carolina, you still need to be preparing for an ice storm. Even if you don't see ice in Atlanta, it's best to be safe than sorry because things could change very quickly last second. It is a very sharp dividing line, guys. It's going to be one of those things that might come down to maybe tomorrow or even Saturday, knowing whether we are actually going to see ice there. But at least for right now, trends are going.
Okay, so yeah, all my people in Atlanta, Most definitely my people in Memphis. My people in Memphis, y'all need to get generators. Y'all need to get generators. Y'all need to get batteries. Y'all need to get flashlights. I mean, if the electricity is off, you can put the food in something and put it outside. It's not good. It'll stay frozen outside. So you're not gonna have to worry about having to keep your food frozen or your stuff cold. Because you can put it in something and sit it outside and it'll probably be frozen. So, but you're gonna need generators. You're gonna need space heaters. Because the way that it's sounding, Memphis is going to lose electricity at some point because the way they're saying it is just ice. There's just going to be ice storms Saturday and Sunday all day in Memphis. So my people that are in Memphis, please get your batteries, get your flashlights, get your blankets, get your firewood, get your generators. Because the way what they're saying is that Memphis is going to be hit the hardest by the ice storms. I got lots of family and friends in Memphis. Compare you all, it's going to hit y'all hard. And to my people in Louisville, Cincinnati, Lexington, Pontoon Jody, you get on the road in the morning. Yeah, ice. You're going to be in the middle of the ice, baby. Yeah, Juggernaut, you're 100% correct. I really think that a lot of this has to do with cloud seeding and putting stuff in the, yeah. We always have one of these. We always have one of these so the heating industry can make their money. Because they've basically said that you're going to have to run your heat continuously to stay warm. 30 degrees below zero is, I can't even imagine. I can't. I mean, I can. It's very, very cold. It's frostbite. You go outside for 15 minutes, you'll be frostbitten. But I think so, Jody. Jody, you need to be on the road. It's the crack of dawn. You need to be in the bed by 10. You need to be on the road by 6 a.m. Yeah, Jody. Do not drive your Fusion. Drive your truck. Drive your truck, Jody. But yeah, I just wanted everybody to see it. It's gonna be crazy. You don't have to be on the roads, or yeah, don't. If you don't have any reason to drive, don't. I know you put new tires on the Fusion, Jody, but you need the truck. Okay, you get up at 3:30 and okay, Jody. Yeah, you need to be on the road early, Jody. Because I think that's what part of you going to Mobile, you going to Huntsville, you going to the Gulf Coast. What part of Alabama are you going to? Yeah, no matter what, be safe, Jody. This Mama Wanda is great. I just made another batch 2 weeks ago and I let it sit because it has to sit on this wood that's in the bottle. Mama Wanda. Yeah. I brought this big bottle back from the Dominican Republic. I wasn't supposed to bring it back, but they let me bring it back. Huntsville, okay. Yeah, Jody. What's that? 4 hours, 5 hours? 3 to 4? Yeah, I think Huntsville's like a 6-hour drive from here. 6 hours. So what, about 4 hours, Jody? 3.5? But yeah, if you have to be on the roads or you're traveling to family, be safe. Be safe. Be safe. We're getting snow. We're getting ice. I think the only place that they haven't said is California. Oh, okay. Lester. Okay, Jody. Yeah, get on the road, Jody, and get there and chill. Don't drive the Fusion. Leave the Fusion at home. Drive the truck. But yeah, better get you a cuddle buddy. Better get you a cuddle buddy. Gonna be in the house for 3-4 days. They get you a cuddle buddy. You're stuck with your rose. You'll be stuck with your rose. Men, you'll be stuck with your fist. Get you a cuddle buddy. It may make it a little bit warmer in the bed. You got a cuddle buddy. Hopefully, this is the last snowstorm, but he said that there's another one that could be coming right behind this one. Usually, that's how it happens. That's usually how it happens. We'll have a snowstorm, then we'll have a couple days where it's cool, and then another snowstorm will come back through. Hopefully, this is the only snowstorm we're going to have to do. We're going to get all of our winter snow in one weekend. If we have to go through that to just get all the snow out of the system, I'll deal with that. I don't want to see any more snow. Kimberly, you're coming back to reality. You're coming back to reality. You've been out there in Turks and Caicos and Aruba and white sand beaches and blue water, two-piece bikinis, and now you're coming back to this. Now you're coming back. I hope you took some clothes. I hope you took something to wear home. There's always people when you come back from vacation and they come back into a snowstorm and they didn't have no coats or nothing. And you see them at the airport and you're like, you must have left before it got cold. It happens. Kimberly, I hope you. Jody says she wants a cuddle buddy. Jody, you gave 3 guys. You gave 3 guys their walking. Now you want a cuddle buddy. This is the time for one. The weather's going to be crazy. It's really going to be crazy. And like he was saying, the power grid, ice, a 1/4 inch of ice, lots of down power lines. Be safe. Be safe. We always hear about stuff, people getting electrocuted and stuff in the summertime because they ran their car over a power line or something like that. Okay, you got your winter boots and you had your winter boots and your coat packed in. Okay. You were smart. You packed the boots and that coat in that luggage with all the little bitty stuff. All the little bitty island clothes that you took. You did take a coat and some boots. You're smart, Kimberly. You're smart. Smart. Multi-day power outages for my people in Tennessee. Memphis to be specific. Get your generators. To my cousins, to all my family that lives in Memphis, get your generators. Jody says she can't find a cuddle buddy to fulfill all her needs. And if they do fulfill all her needs, she's not attracted to them. Whatever. Whatever. This is Cuddle Buddy time. Gonna be snowed in. I'll probably be going live the whole weekend. I'll be in the house. I'm not going out in this. I'll be in the house. I'm gonna go get me a nice bottle of bourbon. I'm gonna go get me a nice bottle of bourbon. The bourbon will be my cuddle buddy. Me and the bottle of bourbon. Jody, you come across like you're hard to please, Jody. But Jody, I just think you're just being hard. You playing hard to get, Jody. Hard to get, don't get you got, Jody. Playing hard to get, don't get you got. They quit playing hard, Jody. Playing hard to get, don't get you got. I know that was kind of, y'all get the gist. But yeah, this is Cuddle Buddy season. Yep, Jody likes to mold her men. Yep. Jody got the little Play-Doh. I said Playboy. She got the little Play-Doh Playboy molder. She put them in there like a piece of Play-Doh. But yes. And we already know the extended outages are going to be due to the extreme cold, inaccessible roads. Crews won't be able to get into work because of the roads. And as well, equipment tends to break down when it's very, very cold. And if y'all know, like I know, handling tools in the cold is not fun. Handling tools in the cold is not fun because lots of tools, you can't wear gloves. So your hands have to be exposed. So it takes longer to fix stuff. And this is large portions of the country. Wow. Damn, I wish I had some white Hennessy. I sure do. Kimberly, I hope you brought me a bottle of that white Hennessy back. That would be so gracious. I would be indebted to you. Kimberly says she got white Hennessy and island rum. And Pontoon Jody says she needs some hot cocoa. Talking about the drink? You talking? I'm joking, Jody. She's talking about hot cocoa. Jody, you want some cocoa? Oh, you got a case? You bought a case of white Hennessy, man? Kimberly, I hope one of those bottles has my name. That I do. Large portions of the country are going to experience multi-day power outages, delayed emergency response, and heating risks. We hope that nobody freezes to death during this. We always hear that's got to be an excruciating death to freeze to death. We hope that emergency services, if you have homeless people in your family, get them in somewhere warm. Get them in somewhere warm. We don't want people freezing to death this weekend. So if you can, take them to a church. Take them. I hope that the churches in these areas where there will be power outages. Hopefully, these churches will open their doors if they still have electricity, so that people that lose electricity or whatever will have someplace warm to go. Need to get prepared. Need to go to the grocery store. Batteries, flashlights, blankets, generators, water. Stuff that's easy to cook. Tuna fish, soup, beans, rice. Go to the grocery store. Transportation and commerce departments have said to expect interstate shutdowns. You're traveling. There's a possibility that you could be stranded on the interstate. If you're traveling, put blankets in your car. Fill up whatever thermoses you have with warm drinks. Because if you're traveling and you're going through Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Oklahoma, it's highly likely that you could be stranded on the interstate. Have blankets in the car. Even if you may not need them, put them in the car. Air travel will be gridlocked. Freight delays, I talked about that earlier. One of my buddies hit me up, talked about how trucks had picked up merchandise this morning from where he works at to be taken out of the state to be delivered. And he said a couple of hours, all those trucks brought the merchandise back under direction from their companies to basically return the stuff. The companies canceled those orders and said that they would come back on Tuesday to pick those orders up if the roadways were permissible. Know that rain, sleet, hell, or snow, the postman's gonna run, but this may be a couple of days the postman don't run. So if you have something that's coming, you ordered something, unless you get it tomorrow, it's highly likely that you probably will not get it until sometime next week. Don't be upset. This storm has triggered a heightened concern because of the scale of it. It's across the entirety of the U.S. The duration of it, starting tomorrow, late tonight, 4 days. 4 days of constant precipitation, whether it be rain, sleet, snow, or ice. Some regions are going to get off. To people that have older family members, check on them. In these type of events, senior citizens are the first people to succumb to the things that happen. If you have older people in your family, reach out to them. If you know that they are stubborn and they don't run the heat, bring them to your house. This is not a time to go back and forth with senior citizens. Sometimes you guys got to come on, you coming with me in this warm. Juggernaut, peace out, my brother. I know you got that early morning. Appreciate you coming through. I know you saying y'all not gonna get no ice, man. Go get you some water, get you some bread, man. Be prepared. Prepare, my brother. Ain't nothing worse than being in the house with 2 inches of ice outside. I've been in Atlanta through the ice storms. You're not going anywhere. Because Atlanta got like three salt trucks for the whole city. Atlanta's got like 3 salt trucks. When I lived there, they had 3 salt trucks, and they would have to commission other states, other localities because Atlanta don't have no whole bunch of ice trucks. So when the ice comes, it's gonna be there. It's not fun. It's no fun when everything is covered with ice. You're gonna bust your backs. You're gonna bust your backside if you're trying to walk on the ice. Yeah, you're gonna hurt your back. It's gonna be a lot of broken butt bones. People trying to walk on that ice. You can't even hold ice is everything. It's not fun. Juggernaut, be prepared, my brother. Talk to you tomorrow. It's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. But yeah, check on the elderly. If you're one of those people that give the street people money at the lights, check on it. Don't give them some money tomorrow. Check on them. You know, them people when y'all pull up to the light, I don't know what I need somebody to explain me this. When did the little homeless people become the welcome committee? You pull up to the light, they not just asking for change no more. You pull up, they waving at you. Hey. They want some change, but they the welcome committee now. Every light you pull up to is somebody at the light waving at you. Make sure that them people are warm too. Make sure they're hot hands. Have hot hands in the car. That would be a good idea. You might want to have a bunch of hot hands. You might want to have hot hands so you can put them in the bottom of your shoes too. Put the hot hands in the bottom of your shoes. It keeps or down by your toes. Keeps your feet in. That was a trick that we, when we had a football game, we would put hot hands in the cleat. So your feet would stay in. You put one up under your arch. So that's what you do with the hot hands. They're not just for hands, they're for feet too. But yeah, everybody, please be prepared. If you're driving, have blankets in the car. Have thermoses of tea, hot whatever you drink, hot coffee. Have it in the car. You never know. You never know. Ain't nothing like sitting in a cold car. Yes, that's the worst. That is the worst feeling. Especially when the car don't have no heat. You can't run the heat because at some point, if you're running the heat, you're going to run out of gas. Have blankets in the car. If you don't have to get on the road, don't get on. Remember, Texas freezes, Memphis ice storm, Midwest blackouts. This is a once in a generation storm. We're an hour into the show. Hit the like button. Get me into the algorithm. Quit playing with me, y'all. Get me into the algorithm. The page is growing. I got some new subscribers. The page is growing, but my watch hours are going down. I think YouTube is messing with me. But yeah, I appreciate all the new subscribers. Join the conversation. Add your input. Everybody's opinion here is warranted. You can say what you want to say. I saw some people with posts on Facebook that say that they were panic buying. Where were the panic shoppers? All the panic shoppers were at the grocery store this morning. Not everybody, because there's lots of people that say that they haven't. I talked to somebody who's like, "Oh, really? Is it really gonna rain? Is it gonna snow? I don't believe it's gonna." I was like, "Nah, it's gonna. You might want to go to. You might want. You might want to go to." We had a good conversation on Tuesday. Jody was mad. A lot of the ladies were mad, but it was a good conversation. But yeah. There. It's going to be cold. The roads are going to be frozen. Some places are going to get up to 3 feet of snow. I know they're calling for 12 to 15 inches of snow here in Kentucky, in Ohio, Louisville, Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. They're calling for 12 to 15 inches of snow. We're supposed to get 6 inches on Saturday and 6 more inches on Sunday. But the way that they say that they're storm, I think we're going to get more snow. I think we're going to get more snow. But yeah, not too much. I don't have 2 hours to talk about the weather, but I can say this: I do have got something that I got to do. But I will be back on later tonight. Late night gaming. I got a little bit of time to get some gaming in. So I will be back on tonight with late night gaming. If you got an Xbox, PlayStation, show me what them hands do, what them fingers do. Show me. Like it's gonna be some Battlefield tonight. Might play a little bit of golf. Got bust guns. But everybody prepare. Storm is not a joke.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
We are getting ice. We are getting sleep. If you're in these areas that they have predicted that will receive large amounts of snow, be prepared. Check on your elderly, family, friends. Don't want anybody freezing to death this weekend. Check on your loved ones. Make sure that the elderly are taken care of. Sometimes they slip through the cracks. Don't let this snowstorm be that time. It's your boy Maas. Don't forget too, it's gonna be here tomorrow. Check on your people. Make sure everybody's like, all right. Stay safe. It's your boy. I'm out. Be prepared.
Lab Addicts Music Group.